What's up, Blizzard Nation? Welcome back. Did that on purpose. To Strictly Blizzness, episode 208, presented by, very relevant to this game coming up, our friends at Cousin Subs in the Sweet Not Last Game. And, nailed it. And Edge, also Edge VR, relevant for this upcoming game, and our friends at Creative Edge Productions. Cousin Subs, where you can use promo code
BlizzCurds.
Josh Moon's favorite promo code.
Yes.
At Cousin Subs online for a free curds with a purchase of a 7.5-inch sub or sub in a bowl. We're the Blizzard again. We can talk about stuff on the table. So
yes, we're the Blizzard again. Yay!
Yes.
But we want to talk a lot about the game that we had, don't we?
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, so much to share. If you didn't tune in, if you weren't there, you missed out. We had a full crowd, lots of new people attending the game, people I know that I've seen at different GB functions that came, brought kids, brought grandkids, and were just blown away by the interaction with the crowd, with the players, the game altogether. So I have pictures to share.
Awesome.
So I'm going to kind of go through them a little bit. The first one that I have to show you is actually what was, if you go by the merch stand, just past the merch stand, going back towards what would that be, 209?
That's why I got asked earlier in the week for a PNG of that logo. Now I connected the dots when you did that. Good for you, PMI. No one told me why I had to give that to you. That is awesome.
So now you're
now I
putting
know
two
I got
together?
asked for it. That's awesome.
So when you go past, there's a wall. It's a dark wall that looks like
literally
it's
connected that right now. Go ahead. Sorry.
It's still working.
Yes.
It's still working.
Yeah.
So as you go past that wall, every game, there's been like our Icicle logo that it looks like it's on Velcro that it can, be taken off. There was another one that was there that I was very impressed with for a previous game. And then I walk by there and it looks like, it is the Frozen Phoenix logo with all these spotlights on it. And it was just amazing. We took the Frozen Phoenix logo and applied it to our social media. So we have that to show. Lots of really cool stuff. Caitlin, who used to work with us, her little one.
Yeah. Called in a favor there. So.
Well, so what? It was
and she was
so
awesome and so
cute.
adorable. Last thing I did before we opened the doors was fist bump too. So.
Yeah.
Or if you've watched Project or whatever, bump my fist. So.
Anyway, the nice story there is we had a little
awesome.
one,
Yeah.
second generation, handing out snow globes. So I have a picture of her as well.
It was adorable. Yep.
Yes, very cool. So Caitlin sent me a thing just saying, hey, next generation, coming on board,
Yep.
which was really cool. And I got to see them in the stands as well. Couple other things. We got to talk about the claws. Miss Amy had her claws redone, and I have a couple photos of that. She's actually got the Frozen Phoenix on one nail. Lots of great Blizz detail, and then obviously the claws. And she was sitting front row this last game on a different side. I don't normally see her over there, so she
is
must
by
move
you
around.
now.
Yeah, she's on my side.
Yeah, she's supposed to be permanently by you, so I don't know what happened the first couple games or if someone
but
was.
she's further down.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So very cool to see. Kids really got involved. Had some great signs. I have a picture here of a gentleman who's clearly smiling at me, and I'm putting it out there. He's from the town of Lawrence. If you know him, let us know. We might do this moving forward, is get more people to watch Strictly by...
We're going to play Where's Waldo?
Well, and his name starts with an L, and I'm just leaving it at that. It's not Larry, though. And just we'll see if anybody kind of says anything. Lots of great events happening, meaning Village was there. We had a lot of different big groups that were there. Loved seeing the GB girls basketball team. I got to take a picture with Coach. And then Larry got to take a picture with Coach. So we're sharing both of those. Really cool moment on the field with Josh Moon. What was the significance of his number on his
That is
jersey?
Brady's number. His son, who incredible historic run at Bayport as a running back, and is headed. I didn't forget the university. You probably know it. Is committed to play football. And I actually forgot I did that until the jerseys came in, which was cool. And then I got to send a text to Larry and Kathy, and this is an awesome trust moment. Didn't even tell them I did that until I had the jerseys come in. And I was proud of myself in that moment. I'm like, I was cognizant enough to pick 33 when I ordered those months ago and went and looked up his number. So, yeah, so
this is funny. So you did not tell us.
Yeah.
You didn't tell us about 33.
Yeah, yep.
Okay. But I see Andrea, and I'm like, hey, and she's like, oh my gosh, Kathy, that was the best thing ever. And I'm like, it dawns on me, her son, his number. Yep, I know we meant to do that. Just know we meant to do that.
It was on purpose when I did it months ago. Forgot I had done it. Yeah.
Larry's like, yeah, and we got Josh's number from college. And I'm like, what? No, it wasn't Josh. No, it was his son's number. Oh, that makes more sense. So it was just really cool. It was cool to have him. I don't think at first he realized the number on it until he had it on.
Yeah.
But the jersey itself, was cool. Both him and Mike Alexander on the field. So if we have a shot of that would be cool. I'm sure somewhere in our plethora of things that we have from the game.
I set the world record for media passes issued that game, so it's got to be somewhere.
Yeah. I'm looking at my notes of what else I had. I'm just scanning through my pictures. So you had to leave because you had prom.
Yes.
So I have a beautiful picture of you and your daughter to share, which is fabulous.
Yeah.
Then I have a sign of someone who missed prom to come to the game.
I saw that sign.
And I'm like, okay, well, priorities.
Right.
I mean,
PMI was like, you should have had Cadence play drums in her prom dress. I'm like, great photo op and a historic prom photo, but maybe not.
Yeah.
They're like, we would have opened the expo for her because it's you. We could have done photos. I'm like, that is really cool. And I wouldn't have had to navigate 80 other prom photos at Lambeau either. So hindsight,
dodge and weave.
Yeah.
Everybody loves to go to Lambeau.
I thought I was going to
prom.
be gone for an hour when I was trying to turn left on Lombardi, and then I got in there and no less than 14 people wanted to talk to me.
Oh.
Like, because Bayport's prom, I just thanks to this gig, I've gotten to meet so many people, and they're like, I'm actually wearing my lanyard, and I have to get back next door. I'm just trying to find my daughter. Congrats, have a great prom.
Yeah. Oh, let me see. Who else am I missing? Had some kids, some boys. It always slays me. When you see college games, you see all the guys without their shirts on.
It was Paravex families from the guy who sponsors our U Sports Showdown, and on your owner's guide it says go hi, say hi. He's one of our sponsors, and I'm like, I went and said hi to him after the game, and all of his kids were doing their shirts off rally towel. Yeah.
So I don't know if these are them, but I have some kids.
It's been happening more at our games.
Well, they have their stomach signed by the players, and then Mevis was signing a ball and just kind of jumped in, so I have that as well, which is awesome.
It's a very soccer thing, actually, the shirts off rally towel thing. Yep.
Not sure what it is, but it's freaking hilarious to see.
Yeah.
The crowd was very, very good. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for your participation. I know we threw them off a couple of times. We've talked about that on social media. I can tell you that Coach Coles on my side, where my family was sitting, would be up against the wall talking to his players, and it didn't take long, and he was out by the numbers as far as he could go because they were so loud in that section. So 221, hats off to you guys. Great noise, great noise. Do you have anything else about the crowd or people in the crowd or shout outs or?
Yeah, I'll do a couple shout outs. So Andre Coles, it's behind the scenes, so won't really unpack the reasoning, but you're an incredible human. And about the easiest person I've ever had to deal with in my time doing this. The football stuff will correct itself. Keep being you. You're a good dude. So very good dude. So I don't know if you watch this, but
maybe he will.
Yeah, makes our
so
job is
I'm
to take
gonna go
care
there.
of you guys. And I've been in those heated conversations before, and you were not heated. So I wish the best for you, man. You are a good human. It makes me want to root for you more often, except when we're playing you on the field. But you're a good human.
Yeah. So and let's talk a little bit about that. We had some things that, we can plan as much as we want ahead of time, have all of the things in place, and anybody that does operations, this is something that happens. You have to learn how to pivot really quick when something goes wrong. And, when they got to town, we had some things with our hotel that was not our hotel's
Something else
part.
was in town, as I literally called our backup plan when you first put me in the loop to see if I needed a pivot. Like, everybody was sold out, and I don't know what the heck was going on that day. And it
Prom.
wasn't, it's prom, and there were 4,000 people at the Crest for the scrimmages. So,
Yeah.
everyone I called in my circle of hotels were like, dude, we love you, but sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and then it turned out there wasn't a problem.
Yeah.
But as Ryan alluded to, Coach Coles was very cool about it. And, we were going to rectify a situation we thought was a big situation, and then it wasn't a situation. And then we said, well, if it is a situation, I'm saying a lot of situations
Yeah.
there, we'll deal with it. The other thing, and we did hear some feedback from people, how can you guys both have white jerseys on? Yeah, it was a snow event, man. We had snow in the building. Another thing, I already saw the email this morning going out to our next opponent. But, typically we do communicate what's happening, and it just got lost in the weeds this last time. We had a jersey for the game, that was mostly white. And then they came in there white, but they had dark pants, and the helmets were different colors. So there was enough distinguishing who was who on the field. And at the end of the day, that's what we ran with, and that's what the league posted, and, all is well. All is good. But that goes back to behind the scenes. That's what we do here. Nothing that any of you would have known, but things happen. They happen all the time where we have to undo, redo.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
The other shout out is just the staff. You alluded to the prom video. Like I'll do this one without getting choked up, I swear. My entire time working, maybe not. For these folks, I've missed one game due to a family reunion, and then she let me go to Florida. She would let me miss more games. That's a Hobson problem, not a Trinkler problem.
Yeah.
Crap. Would not have left the building if it weren't for the team we currently have in place. So you guys are crazy good at what you do. So
Yes.
I felt confident enough to leave the building because of the humans we have in place, probably for the first time in my doing this. And we've had some incredible people come through. And there was some high maintenance stuff. This has more moving pieces than any other game when you're dealing with not your pep band, not your cheer team, not your dance team. You're a different team. So proud is an understatement, and probably would have went kicking and screaming to leave the building in a different time in my career. So
Yeah.
staff's pretty good. So
They're really good.
Yep.
We had so much coordinating to do before the players got out on the field. We had athletes that we had to corral. We had athletes that didn't show, other athletes that stood in. We tried running up to the booth last minute to replace names on the sheet, and was like, yeah, it ain't going to happen. You're going out as so-and-so. It is what it is. But that I have to say a shout out to our guys, because our guys knew exactly who they were teamed up with. It wasn't the same on the Green Bay side. They didn't necessarily know who they were teamed up. Some did, most didn't. But our players were like, hey, who's so-and-so? And hey, and it just, we were ready to tell them, they're in order, you guys go in order. But they found their person,
Yeah.
and it was fabulous. And so the student athlete and our player came out together through the fan tunnel. We had a great fan tunnel. Shout out to JJ, who had a birthday. We had other birthdays as well. JJ's he's the guy that sits behind me.
Yeah.
So he gets really loud and usually loses his voice every game. So he had a birthday, so I gave him some special stuff, special treatment, special VIP. I want to give a shout out because, of course, it caused controversy. I want to give a shout out to the cheerleaders and the dance team, and how great. I know you're like, controversy. What kind of controversy?
I mean, they came off the bench in the fourth quarter, which was news to me, but go ahead. That's the face I made, because this is, don't forget, we're going to say how much we trust our staff. We go around the horn on Monday mornings, and you got to share two things, one that you can fix, and then you can complain about something. But you got to share two things that were incredible. And I didn't even know the cheer team had exited through our bench after a promo in the fourth because they didn't have a chance, literally off the field through the player bench. But cool, go ahead.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
Well, so they're out there doing a cheer. It's the first time they're on the field. So let me back up. So we're trying to corral everybody off for the start of the game. So we're getting all the students off, and I had them go through the bench, and Nick and I are coming over to the doors, and I have the cheer coach is on the other side of the wall, and she's got everybody behind her, and she's like, "Are we going out now?" And I'm like, "No, we're coming out. You're not going anywhere." And then I just thought, "Oh my, was she supposed to be out there?" But she wasn't. So then Nick and I go up, up top. I come down, and I don't know why I was back where Larry was, and there was just so much that happened all at once. And it's the first time that they're performing on the field, and Barrett looks at me and he goes, "Kathy, we have a dance team and cheerleaders." And I went, "No." No. It was because it was Phoenix night. But I will put this out there. If UWGB wants to come...
Party Pit Riser was cool. It looked like it belonged.
Fabulous.
We've seen that at other teams. So, yep.
But I did have the people that complained that there were less tickets in the Party Pit because we had them.
It was sold out because we did that, yeah.
Because there was less room, right?
So we made a financial choice, and there's a little something about her and I. We made the choice to entertain at the expense of tickets there, and I think... And then we got a text from GB, too. That was pretty incredible. Like, you felt something from the time the doors opened until they ended. And that, I'm going to call it $500 sharing you behind the scenes. Well worth it.
Yeah.
So
absolutely. Yep. But I will say this. If UWGB wants more exposure for their pep band, more exposure or practice or crowd or what have you for their cheerleaders and dance team, you're always welcome.
Yeah.
So... Josh, if you're watching, let those coaches know they're always welcome. We will find time for them because they were great during the media timeouts.
Yeah.
They were fabulous. So, and great to watch. There were a couple times where I was like, "Oh my gosh, they're going to drop her."
I saw you.
But they didn't.
I was chilling for a little bit and watching the game, and I saw you react to the one that took a tumble off the top formation they tried to do. I saw your reaction, actually. Yep.
I was like, "Oh my gosh, she's going to get hurt."
Yeah.
But they mean to do that. So it looks good. So I just wanted to give a shout out for the dance team and the cheer squad because they were fabulous and the crowd loved it. They participated in throwing things out. Poor Ben was like, "I'm getting my steps in," as he would walk by me.
Yeah, Ben knows because I personally thanked him, but he ran the team. So, and Clackner, Tyler doesn't get a shout out on this often. He is an unsung hero that we've added to essentially lead our promo team, one of the 3 Tylers we work with.
Lots of Tylers and Ryans.
It is great. We've actually, and I think we got a really good version of Cass, and she seemed more excited, more energized after the game when it's not her tunnel. It was Ben and Tyler. So, yep, and she got to help the merch stand, which was nuts. And it was a really good collective decision, not mine.
Yeah.
We just fixed the timeline and put people in a better spot to succeed. So.
Well, and I think when you do that, then they step up, right? Yep. And then they do what they need to. I ran into Ben, went and thanked him for everything he did, and he went, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "Dude, this was your
Ben,
thing.
You didn't need to bid on 2 jerseys, which you won, but congratulations. And I know what that game meant to you, but shame on you, but congrats on your 2 jerseys that you wanted because the numbers had significance, I found out. So cool, but...
Yeah. He just did a really good job on marketing all the way around during the game, before the game, leading up to the game. I mean, it was really, really well done. So kudos to our staff, to GB, to all of the fans. It was just a great game all the way around.
Yeah, and before we move forward and do a monster this Friday, I'll give the last shout out because I got a lot of kudos on putting this thing together. But last year, when Jacksonville did this, and this is a Jacksonville shout out, they did an incredible job. And Ben and Knapp watched that unfold and asked what I thought. After we asked me what I thought, then we went nuts. But we wouldn't have got there if it wasn't for those two being aware of what other teams are doing. Like Kathy and I didn't write a book on indoor football. We're good students of the game, and we love entertainment.
Right.
That's why we get it, and some teams don't, because we understand we're not selling football, we're selling family entertainment. But those two being aware of what other teams in the IFL or the T-Rats or the Gamblers were doing is how we even went down that path. So, shout out. So.
Yeah, and I left, what I should have said when I said these three on the field, meaning my husband Josh and Mike. If I had a way to find you in the crowd, I would have said, and Ryan for bringing this to the table for these knuckleheads to agree to. So big shout out to you, Ryan, because that brainchild became yours, and then it just kind of went its own way. So all good stuff.
That was cool. It was when we have to move forward to the next game, and I have to do the PMI events meeting today. But like probably the best text in all the thank yous was I think Moon had said the attention to little detail, and from changing Mark's reads to Kathy changing the score bug to the league and broadcast team agreeing. Joey threw us under the bus with the white on white jerseys. I heard that, but thanks, Joey.
Joey, it was planned.
We love you, but it was if you're fully paying attention, and we understand our interns get swept up in watching the game. There's a lot of intentionality to the second the doors open, or if you're waiting in line for a giveaway, that you feel something until we hit the fifth quarter, and you wonder what the heck we're going to do next game. That's the best way I can describe what we do here, and all the time we've done it is we want you to be like, that was nuts. What are they going to do next Friday? So,
Yeah. I want to give a shout out. I have a picture of the three that did our broadcast. If you were watching on Yahoo, you may have seen a little bit of a kerfluffle every once in a while when Ava did sideline, where Corey was looking for a player who she by chance would have interviewing, that we'd have to, stop and shuffle him out. So we're working on that, though, internal, as far as how we're queuing that sideline reporter. But these three were our broadcasters. I'm going to say youngest broadcaster group, phenomenal trio. Best hair in the league, hands down. Best hair.
That's awesome.
All three of them. Best hair. That's all. I mean,
yeah, I was actually on her pre-call because we were on
hair.
Back in Frozen Phoenix, and I actually really like her. I would love to be if she was part of this thing as we get different versions of this as we go forward. She was great. Great and excited to be at our game. So,
do you know the irony of our watch party?
I do, actually. We found this out on our Zoom and this is a great segue because I want to work back from Star Wars night from what you can expect the next 3 weeks out of us.
Yeah.
Our watch party on March 2nd, Kathy and I, and this is cool because we were asked why we're on these pre-calls, is cool that for our bowling strike back against breast cancer watch party, it's actually Star Wars night at the Fishers game. Leading up to our Star Wars night, it's actually unintentionally
really cool.
Awesome. So,
yes. We planned it with Fishers.
Absolutely, we understood Fishers themes. So working backwards, we won't fully unpack Star Wars right now. No. May 8th. So we have we have an away game and 2 home games in the next 3 weeks. So May 8th is a home game, Star Wars night. We'll unpack that one a ton coming soon.
Yep.
May 2nd, you should pay attention to right now, and it exists as an event on our social media, but it's Blizzard's Strike Back Bowling Strike against breast cancer, where for $15 you can come bowl for 2 hours. All of that money goes to Ribbon of Hope. The away game is actually broadcast on the back walls of the bowling alley, like you're bowling into the away game. It's going to be really cool. So come out and just be at much like people are like the Marcus Theaters thing was amazing. This is another unique view party where it's about more than watching the game. It's about spending time with other Blizzard fans and supporting a great cause. And that is May 2nd. 4 p.m. kick, Yahoo Sports game. But come watch that with us. You do not have to bowl. You can also just hang out. And that's at Schwabenon Lanes, a 12-year Blizzard partner. And
if you are just hanging out, there is a request for a $5 donation. So you have to pay for this one. We're giving that also to Ribbon of Hope. So we're hoping to raise a little bit of money and awareness for Ribbon of Hope in Green Bay. They are definitely a group that has helped us personally in our family with someone who had cancer, and helps the community take care of the simple things that when you have cancer and you're dealing with all sorts of things, Ribbon of Hope is there to help you and connect you with people that can help you out, both financially as well as emotionally, support groups, all sorts of things. They're just a fabulous organization, and we've partnered with them outside of the Blizzard for almost 25 years. So just a really cool organization.
Yeah, and shameless plug. Kathy and I are both bowling, so not often am I at away games. She has been at a bunch, but this is a cool one. So we will be there. So come hang out. So,
yeah.
Yep.
And that brings us to this upcoming
this
game.
Friday, and hold on, because there's a lot to unpack, all of which is hitting social media leading up to this. But it's Kids Night, the always sold out, and schools are chipping away at tickets left and right. So buy what you can. Kids are free with a paid ticket in the Frostbite, Splash Zone, and Snowdrift section. So everywhere except Avalanche Front Row and Party Pit, it is buy a regularly priced adult ticket, and kid is free. So going to be an awesome, awesome night. Post-game laser show, which gets better every year. Also Diabetes Awareness Night. So our diabetes awareness partners are in the building. We'll go to pregame then, because pregame is nuts. So special doors open time, so 4:30. Kickoff still at 6.
This is big.
4:30, and in what we are calling 2 floors of fun. So the lobby will have, I'm not gonna list them all because I'll 100% miss them without my phones here, but a ton of corporate partners, from Kids Dental Experts, Marcus Theaters, the Mathnasium folks, just some real cool tables to interact with in the lobby. Cousin Subs is then giving what they've called 2,000 glow-up bracelets for the laser show at the doors to kids, and then 2,000 free subs with the purchase of another sub voucher to any fan. So, yeah, lobby is spicy. And then the second floor, the arcade is back pregame, thanks to our best friend, Sean Nennigan. So the Edge VR Arcade and Baytech Games will take over the Bud Light Lounge. Kids mocktails will be available.
Ooh.
And then outside the Bud Light Lounge, our 6 key diabetes awareness med partners will have their tables set up. And there is an awesome glow foam stick that is a diabetes awareness one that there's 1,000 of. That is not an at-the-door giveaway. We're asking you to go learn about diabetes awareness, interact at the table or support, and they will give away those foam sticks on the second level while we have them outside the arcade. But you have to go learn something about why we do that night. So, and then if that was not enough, I missed something in the lobby already. So Bentley and 23's cleats and a book drive are both active in the lobby. If you bring a gently used sports shoe or a children's book that will be donated, you get a buy one, get one voucher to a future game. Not that night.
Yeah, don't
come that night without a ticket and think your cleat is going to get you into the game. That is for a future game, because this game is going to be sold out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't think I missed anything, in theory. So
So get the word out. We'll have it on social media. The book drive is important. The cleats are important. This is something that Bentley's been doing for a while. And, he's even featured on the ball for the game.
Yep.
So the 23 that's on the ball is him, and that's his logo that is part of the artwork on our ball this game. This one is always one that, and we need it this game. So we're playing Orlando. Orlando is coming to us off of a loss. I'll let Cold Front go through the breakdown of who's playing and what's expected, but they're coming off of a loss. We're coming off of a win. Kids normally get very loud.
Yep.
We're going to train them as to when. So yeah, it's going to be a great game. Come and see it. Stick around after. I know it's going to get pretty late for the kiddos for the laser show. We will have the 5th quarter after the laser show.
Yepper.
So if you're tired, stay through the laser show and then throw your kids on the field after. I'm going to try and make it so that they don't have any voices for you on Saturday. So you're welcome, parents. And yeah, that's what I know.
Yeah. It's a lot. Game. Pay attention to, by this comes out, you'll have one day to go back and read all the social, but on Thursday after this episode hit, Ben does a great job. And maybe actually it'll come out on Wednesday. Usually it's Thursday. The Know Before You Go has everything, item of the game, where the merch stand is, where you can interact pregame, and then PMI sends an email blast as well. So just by not reading that stuff, you're losing out on what we do at a game. So be sure to check that out, because there's a lot of awesome stuff at this game.
And I'm sure starting Monday, or Tuesday, because today's not Monday. Starting today, he's going to be talking about, the early door open and all of that, if he hasn't already.
Yeah, so yesterday, it's always fun when we film this thing, the book drive and cleat drive stuff hit. By the time you watch this, the 2 floors of fun will hit, so you know exactly what's in the lobby and the concourse, and then we'll lay it on thick with the know before you go before Friday. So
now, are we doing our teachers on the field?
Yeah, so halftime is Green Bay Elite and Dash for Cash, so I do want to shout out.
In 12 minutes.
15. It's a non-Yahoo game.
Oh, it's a non-Yahoo.
Thank you, League, for giving me 3 minutes back on non-Yahoo games.
Yeah.
So, yep. Still going to be Warp Speed Timeline, and our friends Cherokee and Jordan know that. So
yeah.
And they got to help clean Snowstorm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, which is always interesting. No, don't pick them up yet. No.
I have no problem with teachers will be done in a minute of the 2 minute or 3 minutes we give them, because it's 20. Like the U Sports Showdown Dash goes slower. This one is like,
they're vultures.
It's like when you lower the cow into the Velociraptor pen in the first Jurassic Park. Like, it's gone in a matter of minutes. So it is gone.
What a visual. What a visual when referring to our teachers on the field.
Yes.
So it'll be an exciting game to watch. And like I said, we need all these kids to be very, very loud during the game. So
awesome.
I don't think I have anything else other than I get to go see the mouse after the game. So
nice.
Very happy about that.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right. If you are seeing this and you haven't got tickets, go get them. And then pay attention to all the stuff we're posting, because there are some corporate partners like Sean, who does a lot for us here at Edge VR Arcade, who stepped up in a big way to create a real cool fan experience for literally an hour and a half, and it'll send him more time to set that up than you will get to enjoy it, and that's why we appreciate people like that. So
yeah, absolutely. I didn't see if there were any comments we had to
I didn't look either.
address.
You want me to look quick?
Sure.
Hold, please. Your call is very important to us.
Yes, while he's looking, let's talk a little bit about fan etiquette.
Oh, there was a flag.
There was a flag on a play, and I blame Dex.
Oh, boy.
He was standing right there when the guy interfered with the play.
That is awesome.
So I don't really blame Dex, but guys, we have to, especially when you're party pit. And I get it. We had a lot of...
There's our theme song.
Okay. We had a lot of new people because, everything with GB. So we had new people in the party pit. You can't reach over the wall to get a ball. You just can't. If he had waited, it would have come to him, but he didn't wait, and then we got a penalty, which nobody likes to see that. Now, if I was a camera person, I would have been zooming in on you and putting you up on the Jumbotron like every 5 minutes.
Don't be this guy.
Yeah, don't be this guy. Waiting for somebody to start booing you.
Oh, boy. There was no comments on that note. Okay. Just real cool dialogue between you and Jeff, the Arizona fan. So if that strikes the bells, but no questions. So
yes. Well, I saw that, but I didn't know if there were questions.
Nope.
Okay.
We do a tremendous job of explaining things in a well-organized and prepared fashion on the show. That must be why there's no questions. So on that note.
Yeah, so we were walking in. I'm like, what are we talking about today? And he's like,
I don't know. Yeah,
like we always do.
There's
I have no idea.
This game, so yeah, and there was a lot that happened last game. So,
all right, there you have it. There's our episode.
Yep, come out this Friday. Sign up to bowl so we can give Ashwaubenon a accurate head count. It's going to be awesome. Should we hit him with it?
I am not a bowler, just so you know. Okay.
I used to be, but not.
I got to find my ball.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
Is that time?
I think.
Okay. Should we hit him with it?
Let's hit him with it. Go Blizz.
Don't forget to like, follow,
subscribe,
share,
and ring that notification bell to get all of our content in your inbox.